Welcome to page 5 of packet number 3. On this page, we're going to practice using the distributive property. Let's take a closer look at a few problems. Let's start with problem number 3. In problem number 3, we need to distribute the -2 to each term. We have a single y sitting inside the parentheses, so please put a 1 in front of that y. We need to multiply. You can apply the Margar rules. Let's take a moment and draw the 3 faces of Margar. We know when multiplying, if they have the same sign, each factor, the answer is positive. But when you multiply different signs, the answer is negative. The 2 will double each term inside the parentheses, and the negative will flip each term to its opposite. So as we multiply a -2 times 1y, it doubles and it flips to its opposite. When we multiply -2 times a +3, the positive becomes a negative and the 3 is doubled to 6. You are left with the binomial answer, -2y minus 6. Now let's drop down to problem number 5. In problem number 5, we have a negative in front of the set of parentheses. Please put a 1 behind that negative symbol. We are distributing a -1 to each of those terms. We know that the 1 will be multiplied by the 3 and then by the 4, but the negative is going to flip each to their opposite. So as we take a -1 and multiply -3y, we get a positive, and of course the 3y stays the same. This negative changes to a positive as we multiply -1 times -4, we get a +4. Your answer is 3y plus 4. Before you start working on this page, let's take a look at one more problem. Let's take a look at number 7. In number 7, we see that we have a negative in front of the parentheses. Please slide a 1 just behind that negative symbol. And then our variable m, we're going to slide a 1 in there as well. Keeping in mind that this 8 is positive, let's distribute that -1 to each term. Basically, the effect of the -1 will be each term flipping to its opposite. That +8, when multiplied by a -1, becomes a -8. And when we multiply the -1 times the -1m, we get a +1m. If we would like to rewrite this in standard form, the variable would be written first, 1m, which is positive, and then our constant term, a loss of 8, would go second. This is your answer. It is a binomial. Now it's your turn to complete the rest of the problems on page 5. You're going to pause the video and complete number 1, 2, 4, 6, and 8 on your own. When you're ready, you can turn the video back on and check your answers. Please pause the video now. Let's check our answers. For number 1, you should have gotten negative 12x plus 6. Give yourself a C or a star if that's correct. Number 2, you should have gotten negative 8x minus 4. Give yourself a C if that's correct. If it's incorrect, draw a line through your answer. Number 4, you should have gotten negative 4w plus 24. For number 6, you should have gotten 2x minus 5. And for number 8, you should have gotten 1z plus 10, or a single z plus 10. Either way is correct. Give yourself a C. Count up the number correct out of the 5 problems you completed. Out of 5 that you completed on your own, did you get 5 out of 5 right? Maybe only 4 out of 5 correct, or 3 out of 5. Please give yourself a score at the top of the page. How many correct out of 5? This concludes the video for page 5.